and welcome to Tuesday Newsday, your #1 resource for the entire week's worth of VR news. This week for Indie Dev Spotlight, I have a dancing/rhythm game that actually looks good and that I'm interested in, which is rare for me. So stay tuned until the end for that. Let's just dive right into the big news, the thing that every Quest owner has been asking for. The Oculus Quest may be getting full and official PC VR support soon. Now, that is a bit of a bombshell, but before you comment, just listen to this whole segment, including the disclaimer first, please. Let me explain real quick, because this kind of makes that virtual desktop move make a little bit more sense way back when. So the Oculus Quest is actually a really cool little device, as we all know. Of course, it has its downsides, like being a little front heavy, which can make it uncomfortable over time, a pretty bad audio setup, and most of all, you're locked down to the library Oculus gives you, or the ones that you could sideload. Now, I personally have been using VR a lot to stream my games to my Quest, but it's not always perfect, and it certainly doesn't work perfectly for everyone. But that capability, along with using the Vive's deluxe audio strap on my Quest, has legit turned my Quest into one of my favorite ways to play PC VR. Until the battery dies, of course. But still, VR is far from anything official, and it doesn't work great for everyone. So when I had multiple sources approach me about the Quest getting official PC VR support, I was extremely excited, because this means that every single user that bought a Quest could soon have the capability to upgrade their experience to the PC without buying a completely new headset. Not to mention, it would likely still be completely wireless, and that is why I have been enjoying the Quest for PC VR. The wireless experience is amazing. Unfortunately, the Rift S and Index just don't have any supported means of wireless VR, so as of now, this is my only option for wireless PC VR. So let's talk about it, what I know and what I don't know. First off, this is information provided to me by an anonymous source. I obviously can't reveal who they are because, well, that's not how this whole thing works. But I can say that all three of the individuals that approached me are in positions of trust, and they have been correct about things in the past. Second, if this doesn't happen when I was told it was going to happen, that doesn't mean that it's off the table. And third, obviously this could be completely false. It's a leak, for Pete's sake. But given what I have heard, I feel a little too excited not to share, and I wouldn't really be sharing something like this if I didn't believe it. But still, don't shoot the messenger. Okay, so what I do know from the information: some sort of official PC VR support to be announced for the Oculus Quest at Oculus Connect 6, the big Oculus industry event where they usually announce new things, which is only 3 weeks away. This has been described to me as possibly being a separate piece of hardware, similar to the Vive wireless adapter or TP-Cast system, but I can imagine that this just being a software-supported update could be possible. The words Quest S were also used. I have also heard that this was intended to be released later down in the timeline, about a year from now, but my best guess is that the Cosmos may be pushing that timeline forward and it's being rushed out. Now, what we don't know, well, obviously a lot. Price, the actual functionality, whether this is just software or is an actual hardware component that you add to your PC, or whether or not this will lock you down to just the Oculus Store by default, which is also a small rumor. And of course, this could all really fizzle up and be nothing. However, this whole thing really does put a giant spin on the entire mid-range VR market. If this does happen, then the Quest would just make so much more sense for people, especially if you open yourself up to aftermarket accessories that, in my opinion, greatly improve the Quest and make it on par with any PC VR headset. With this, it would be like having a high-resolution CV1 that you could take anywhere, a truly portable VR headset that can fully utilize the power of a PC. Like I said before, I will be at OC6 unless someone somewhere really doesn't like that I'm talking about this, so if this does happen while I'm there, I will be smiling because this means a lot to the VR market. And if it doesn't happen there, then well, we could just keep on wishing and waiting. Next up, Battlewake, the pirate-themed VR game that I have been anticipating for a while now, has just released today. I've been playing it for the past week or so, as well as playing the closed beta a couple months back, and I've been really enjoying it. But if you want to see if this game is for you, or if you want to wait until I have a review, I will be doing a smash or pass on this game the day after this video is posted, so that's Wednesday. Yeah, that's right, it's Tuesday today. Meme break! Okay. Okay. Nintendo has filed a new patent for what is titled Virtual Reality Headset. Still no head strap, and these are the images from the Japan Patent Office. Look, I'm not someone to get into putting up barriers for people getting into VR, but this for some reason just looks hilarious. Now, a whole new problem for VR users beyond nausea or general fatigue is going to be having incredibly swole arms from holding up their Switch for hours at a time playing Hungry Hippos 2 VR. Back to the news. I already said it last week, but a big developer at Valve is still going to be giving his talk at DigiPen talking about the super secret Valve flagship game, and that's happening just a few days from now. I'm excited to see what he has to say, and if you have a chance, I'd recommend tuning in. VRChat, one of my favorite VR worlds to be in, just announced that they have secured $10 million of investment by the Makers Fund, HTC, and a couple others. To give you an idea of that number and what it could mean for VRChat, they previously had secured just about $5 million of venture capital. Here's what a founder of the Makers Fund, Jay-Chi, had to say about it. Quote, Graham, Jesse, and Ron, VRChat's founders, have a bold vision to enable and empower diverse communities through limitless virtual identities and experiences. We see great potential here and are very excited to partner with the VRChat team on this journey. Obviously, this means mostly great things for VRC. It's something I enjoy and will keep enjoying, and as long as it keeps getting better without diminishing the flavor of the app, I think this is overall a good thing for us. Just don't suppress the creativity, please. And now on to Indie Dev Spotlight. Today we have Audio Trip by Kinematic Studios. From the Steam store page, Audio Trip aims to be the definitive VR dance game, featuring music from your favorite artists, Lady Gaga, Skrillex, Zed, Deadmau5, and more. Show off your flair and make this your audio trip. So I gotta be honest, Just Dance, or really any dance game that I have played so far, just really isn't my cup of tea. I didn't like it for the Kinect, and I really didn't like it much in VR, so when I see these trailers for a dancing game and I actually get excited about it because it looks like a lot of fun, that means something for me. I think one thing that makes this game stand out, that happens to be one of the two most important things for a game like this, is fun gameplay and good music. Looks like this title is getting both of those things, and I'm definitely pumped for it. I like that it doesn't force you to do specific dance moves, but allows you to interpret a little bit. I already do that in Beat Saber, so this just lets me do that in a game specifically made for that. The official trailer just dropped today, so make sure to go head over there and give these hardworking devs some love. And that wraps up this week's news. Are you excited about this new leak for the Oculus Quest and its wireless PC capability? Let me know some of your opinions. I love seeing those beautiful comments roll in. Don't forget to leave a like on this video if you loved it, subscribe if you want more of this, and hit that freaking bell if you just can't live without it. Much love, Thrill out.